Hello, Ultra. How are you? Ultra Cuntiness. Liking that name. CZ, nice to see you. Christian, how are you? Good to see you. IOU 518. Nice. Hello, Nick Harris. Sin Man Karn. So nice to see you. These are all new names, people that are normally not in my lives because I am here unannounced. Hello, Simon. Ellie Royal. Hi, how are you? How are you? Having a good afternoon or evening or wherever it is you may be? Nuku, hi. Austin, nice to see you. Isobel, great to see you. Thank you for the gift. BA, welcome. Nice to see you. I'm eating Pringles. Kettle, hi. Katie, welcome. Ah, yay! How are you? Glad you're here. Hello, George Castillo. Spiritual PP, hello. Brian Gomez, welcome. Katie, how are you doing? Rainia, nice to see you. Is your hair naturally curly? Yes, it actually is. Hey, Brian. It's Jorge. Jorge, okay. Sorry, George Jorge. I apologize. Xavier, how are you? You've missed me on my on your FYP. What did you do? Did you become something you weren't before? I'm there. Hey, sheep. Yes, Daddy here. Hi. Naria, your friend Multi-Fandom showed you the video. That's awesome. That poem is incredible. It was such an honor to be able to read it. What flavor Pringles? Cheddar cheese. How's my Monday? Uric, my Monday so far, so good. I got out of work early, did a little grocery shopping, decided, hey, let's pop on live. Chief Queef, oh my God. Haven't seen you in a while. So good to see you. Rainia, it is super early for me to be on, and quite honestly, it's just because I got out of work and I had time. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's just try an afternoon. And the monster, so I don't fall asleep on you. Sheep, you just got your eyebrows pierced. Okay, when you say eyebrows, did you get them both pierced or just one? Curious. Eric, you love my tan skin? Thank you. Mayonnaise! Hi. How is everyone? Orange snacks theme. That's exactly right, Brian. We are thinking alike. You're going to boot camp, Chief? Enjoy. That's why I do my exercises in the morning. Just get it over with. I can't do the afternoon. The veiny arm. What did I work on today? Oh, look. I am surprised my arms are, the veins are popping the way they are today because it was leg day. The veins are popping in the leg too. It is good to see you in the daytime, Strawberry Cunt Cake. There you are. That is honestly, so Strawberry Cunt Cake, meet Chief Queef. The two of you have got the best usernames ever. Would you ever get a piercing, Andy? I have actually had two, or have two. My ear was pierced, and actually I think I could still get something in there if I tried. And I had my belly button pierced at one point when I was much younger. That one I could not get anything through again. My hair almost looks metallic. It's just white. It's an amazing thing about white. Chief Queef, yay! Mustache. Mustache, nice. Crow, you hope your hair looks like mine when you get old. I can, thank you. I literally do nothing to it. You look killer with an anti-eyebrow. Aw, thank you. You missed me? Thank you. Fran, hey! How are you? I'm super early, Fran. I decided to pop on. Mayonnaise, you low-key missed me. Aw. It's okay to high-key miss me. Totally fine. Y'all, I'm going to have to change my shirt because with the writing, it's very hard for me to read what you're writing. Kitten. Oh, you're entering med school? Wow. Andy in the Pringles can. I'm loving the Pringles can. You love the tan? Thank you. Happens every summer. Chief Queef, thank you for the heart, me. I really appreciate it. A lot. Mayonnaise, you've moved to the sofa under your desk. It's still gross down there. Like, it's super gross. I intended over the weekend. I know, Beatable, 4 p.m. Jumped in early just because. And it's good to see you. Angel, I'm doing well. But under the desk, I totally, thank you for the corn. Chief Queef. Amelia, can you hug me? Abso-fucking-lutely. Today I needed a hug. Andy, you're back. Welcome 123 Emerson. So glad you're here. Sultan, I know it's early. I'm sorry. I decided, why not? What's my favorite summer activity? Can you not tell by the tan skin? My favorite summer activity is to be outside. Beatable is so good to see you. How do I feel about my younger audience? Great. Lift up perfume. Thank you, Chief Queef. You got your dream job today. Who is this? Who is this? Wiss. Tell me what your dream job is, and congratulations. High Full Metal Jacket. That's quite a username. How did you luck out with that one? Red skin, actually. Yeah, it's red because, last night I did the derma roller thing on my face. Forgot I did it last night, and it really, I probably shouldn't have been in the sun. Well, it's not just a broom and dustpan. You're going to need like full-on bleach. Hazmat suit. It's that bad. Max, welcome. Great to see you. All right, let's see here. There's somebody who's getting blocked. Boop. Sorry about that. What's the Pringles flavor? Beatable? It's cheddar cheese. So I have cheddar cheese and a tangerine monster. So I'm kind of going after an orange theme today to match my skin. How's my day? My day has been pretty great. Rainia, thank you for asking. Update on the X account, Jorge. It doesn't exist. Mayonnaise, what's under there? Well, I work a lot. And I eat at my desk at work. I'm sloppy. That's it. Hey, Miguel. Awesome. How are you? Sour cream and onion soap are your favorite Pringles flavor? Okay. Let me ask this. So, Sanjay, welcome. Thanks for showing up from Switzerland. That's awesome. Today, at the store, I got cheddar cheese. Just above the cheddar cheese, there were like summer Pringles flavors stacked at the grocery store. I normally get the barbecue because I really like the barbecue. I love the regular, but I felt like changing it up. So I started to grab the barbecue. I went for the cheddar cheese instead, but right next to the cheddar cheese was a trial flavor, and it was beer can chicken. No, not interested. Not gonna do beer can chicken flavored potato chips. No thanks. Oops. I drooled. Mayonnaise, the arm vein. Sorry. Any story times on your life when you were younger? There are. Most of them are pretty super sad, but they're there. You can definitely look back and see some of the younger ones. You're the one that made the mess under the desk. You're why mayonnaise can't live down there. Can you draw me? Well, it depends on what you're drawing. Beer can chicken, Fran. Yes, beer can chicken, which I love. You know I'm a huge fan of chicken and rice. I have shoved a beer can up a chicken's butthole and grilled it, and it tastes good. But I do not understand how that translates to a Pringle. Anthony, I have no idea. Thank you. Kraus! Welcome. Surprised you, right? Kraus, how was your fishing trip? Andy, do you know how to swim? How did you learn? Okay, Fran, yes. I do know how to swim. How I learned, there was a lake near our house when I was super young, and my dad threw me off the pier. That's how I learned to swim. Remember, 80s. How old was I? 3. Gen X. Yeah, I am not even lying. And when my sister turned 3, they threw her off the same damn pier, and I watched. It's not a stretch of my imagination. That is exactly how I learned how to swim. Yep. No, Kraus, there isn't. It's the same way I learned how to drive a stick shift. Do you even know what a stick shift is? Manual transmission. All right. Boop. Boop. Hey guys, there's a person in here. Some of you are moderators. Thank you. There's a person in here that's bugging out and playing the Epstein thing. So if you happen to see it before I do, and they keep jumping back in under a new name, but they're stupid enough to say, hey, it's me again. Keep blocking me. All right, I will keep blocking you. Why do you only watch and not help her? My sister? Oh, she was fine. She was fine. She learned how to swim the exact same way I did. Of course, nobody was going to let her drown. Oh, but driving a manual transmission car, not an easy task. And I lived in the mountains. My father, now keep in mind, I bought the car. And the manual transmission was cheaper. So I bought the car. Was worried about learning how to drive it. Embarrassed, whole thing. So Dad actually went and picked up the car for me. Said he was bringing it home. Brings it home, or almost home, like a mile away. And walked home because there were no cell phones. Walked home and said, your car's on Haywood Knowles Drive. You just need to get home. Parked on the side of a mountain like this. And with a manual transmission, you have to disengage the engine and balance the pedals to shift gears. And if you don't do it right, the car will cut off and roll backwards. So it's the car equivalent of being thrown into a pond, learning how to drive. Mayonnaise, possibly throw you in the lake next. Fran, I'm going back to you since you asked the comment about me learning how to swim. Are you trying to learn how to swim? Multi, sorry. Everyone, I'm so sorry I stuffed this chip in my mouth just as I read the note that you're here. Everyone, the poem that I read this morning for Coffee and a Poem, Multi, is here. Congratulate. It's such a beautiful piece of work, and I'm so honored that it was shared with me and that I was allowed to read it. And I'm so super happy that it's received so many views. And it's great work. Amelia, do you like bowling? I love bowling. I love it. So Amelia, where do you live? You're asking the bowling question. Do you live in a traditional bowling state or a candle pin bowling state? How about throw me and steal my poetry? 6, yes, I do have moderators. And a few of them are here. Multi, I didn't bring that poem to life. I read words that had life. Again, I think somebody had asked me, y'all, I'm going to change my shirt because it's really hard to read with this one on. I think I've told everyone before, when it comes to reading, especially like public speaking reading, the easiest thing to remember in every single situation is it just follow the punctuation. And Multi, with your poem, there wasn't punctuation, but the way that it's written and spaced, perfect. You could really get, there was so many nuances in the words, I was worried that it could have come across a completely different way, but it didn't. I'm very, very, very happy. Do all Americans drive automatic? Pretty much now, yes. Yes. Nexus, how are yo? Yo is good. Yo is fine. There we go. Have I seen the Mindy Project? Yes, I have seen the Mindy Project. Mindy Kaling is incredible. She is a writing genius. It is a big closet. It's a whole room, actually. Mustache, hello. Nope, performed it the way you envisioned. I'm super glad. Amelia, wow. Wow about what? Kathy, hi. How are you? I popped in early. Damn. Damn. Damn what? Tee. Amelia, how do you deserve this? I don't know. Were you good today? Am I the Apple running guy? I don't know who that is. Alyssa, you'll have to send me a picture. DM me a picture of the Apple running guy. Chances are no. I see you changed your sheets. I did. They needed a wash. Fausta. Fran, you don't know if... No, I didn't read, but thanks for sending it. You're trying to learn to swim. Are you learning... are you going to like a Y or like a public pool, or do you have an instructor, or are you trying to teach yourself? Theodore, I've looked up Ford Pines before, and it's pretty funny. Mayonnaise, you're in the Pringles can. Only I would fit in the Pringles can because I am 3 apples high, which is about this tall. What did you mean by the bowling states thing? Okay. There are 2 types of bowling. Traditional bowling, the big bowling ball. Pins, 10 pins at the bottom. In New England, they have this thing called candle pin bowling. And the ball is about that big. It's in your hand. It's a completely different sport. And the first time I went bowling after I moved to New England, it pissed me off because I was so bad at it. And I was so not bad at regular bowling. How long am I going to be live? I have no idea, Faustine. I have 0 idea. I literally said, it's 4 o'clock, hit live, let's see what happens. Hair 360. Theodore, all right. How's that? Guts, that's the only bowling. What guts, what kind of bowling are you referring to? Candle pin or the other? Fran, you want to teach yourself, and yes, you go to a public pool. Stay on the shallow end, hug the curb, trust in yourself, float, take it easy, mimic, and don't worry about it. Just make sure that you always have grounding with your feet. Multi, I am not. I don't know how that would feel, but thank you. Multi, I will tell you how not that I am. A good portion of today, I spent in a very sad place. Jonathan, how are you? I'm not that, Multi. I am not. Faustina, oh, I got the mullet action going. I kind of do, actually. It just gets flippy back there. It's about time for another haircut. Dye my hair dark brown. It was dark brown. See my eyelashes? That was the color of my hair. Caitlin, how are you? Jonathan, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Kathy, you took about 20 carts today. Good God. Kathy, you... Ugh. I'm glad you run, Kathy. Pistachio God, that is so, so true. I'm glad you said that. Bisexual Diet Coke lover. Hello. It's been a few days. I'm glad to see you. Very glad to see you. Eternal apathy. I see you. I see your comments. I laugh at your comments. I am glad you're here. Cart Kathy was angry today. Business in the front, party in the back, Guts. You know it. It's the perfect color now. Thank you. Don't go brown, I beg. Your hair looks gorgeous. Thank you, Silver. It is It is what it is. Your partner was lazy because your partner knew you were going to take care of things. Theodore, thank you. Bisexual Diet Coke lover, you second this. Got you run your what? Oh, Fran. Oh, you guys didn't warn me enough about Brokeback. Fran, come on. I blatantly said shrinkage. I blatantly said it. Brokeback Mountain equals devastation and shrinkage. Thanks for the heart puffs. Kraus, enjoy. Have a great run. How far are you going today? If I haven't missed you already. Amelia, what's my favorite food? Chicken and rice. Kens, thank you for the heart me. Very much. And thank you for the rose. Aw, Kathy, thank you. This live stream is so awesome. Thank you, Beans. You told them off? Kathy, good. They needed to be told off. Wait, you have a mullet. Your hair just looked wavy to me. It's not, it is just wavy. It's just long in the back. I got the, it gets curlier the longer it gets. It's, if I get it cut, it's usually, it's not stick straight, but it's not as noticeable how curly it actually is. And if I keep playing with it, it's just gonna get big. You got the mullet look now, all you need is a cowboy hat. I have a cowboy hat too. I'm actually working on another song post in the cowboy hat. And then I've got to figure out one, if Kraus is still here, I've got to figure out one that I can do in my baseball cap. She likes that. Breesh? I don't know what that means. Wait, do you have a video of your hair care routine? I just saw it a few weeks ago. All right, Biennial? No, I don't. That was one of the ones that I had to take down. I was requested by my employer to remove all of the content that had me with no clothes on. I mean, I had clothes on most of the time. When I was in the shower, I didn't. But it's gone. The length looks good right now. Thank you, Pistachio. Pistachio God, when you were here last, did I tell you that you would kill me? I think I did. Beatable, your hair gets curlier when it's shorter. That's something. But I can see the weight. If you've got super thick hair, which I do, it can weigh down. Like if I had it thinned out up here, I think it would be much curlier. I know you did, mayonnaise. I'm working on it. Takes me a while. It's not like I have a job. I can't even watch TV. You guys keep asking me if I'm gonna watch TV, if I've seen Fellow Travelers, if I've seen Wicked, and I keep saying no because I don't watch TV. I don't have time. I talk to y'all and I sleep. And I work. And I make TikToks. Happy Monday, River Hassett. You did. Thank you, Pistachio. I thought I did. It was when I was wearing the pistachio shirt. Yes, which I washed that night. It's in the drawer right now. It was just too soon to wear. Lex, I do have a southern accent. I'm originally from North Carolina. I just live in New England now. And heaven sent, an outgrown mullet of sorts. All right, We'll just see. I'm going to get my hair cut. I think it's next Wednesday. But I don't think I'm going to get much cut. Sheep, you just pierced your own nose along with your eyebrows. Did you do this yourself? Because I'm worried about you now. What kind of chips are you eating? River Hassett, I'm eating cheddar cheese Pringles. And I'm going to have to stop or I will eat the whole can because it is uncontrollable and they are good. Janine, hi, good afternoon. Jasper, hello. Fran, thank you for the heart me. I do appreciate it. Hello from New York City, Janine. I was just there. Ben's, North Carolina, woohoo! What part of North Carolina are you in, Ben's? Janine, I'm eating Pringles. Cheddar cheese flavored. Kathy. Fran, thank you. I gotta get caught up. Look at all these. I'm way behind. Hi. Haj from Sweden. There's several Swedes here. Happy Pride, Vid's boy. How are you? Take down the whole can. They are little. One serving is about 14 crisps. And there's 6 servings in the can. That's 1,000 calories. That's a lot. Annie, what are you going to do today? This? You're looking at it. Heaven sent, I'm telling you, I could do it too. Shelly, how are you? So good to see you. Beatable, you'd eat all 6 servings. I would. Kathy, go push some more carts. Fran, go ahead. Share it. Send it to me via DM. Kathy, how much longer do you have to work? What is this? My favorite musical instrument. I would have to, probably piano, honestly. 12-hour shift. Ooh. Someone asked me a question. Oh, Cass B, when was the last time you yanked it? Do you really want to know? Currently in Asheville. Beans, you're in Asheville? No way. So, Beans. I grew up right outside of Asheville in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Actually, in between Hendersonville and Asheville. It was just as close for me to get to downtown Asheville as it was for me to get to downtown Hendersonville. True. So, when is the last time I yanked it? I'm going back there because if you were bold enough to ask the question, I'm bold enough to answer it, as everyone in here knows. And I got to do something because Material Girl Wool, yes. So to answer the question about the last time I yanked it, it was probably 3 days ago, right before bed. Bonjour, am I reading today? No, I am not reading. I actually just popped on to see what would happen. Heaven sent, yes. Oh, I'm serious. Where did it land on me? It was a large amount, like, because it had been a long time. And I switched it up. I'm right-handed. And I went left-handed just to see. So it took a long time. There was a lot of like natural buildup, a lot of natural edging going on. It felt weird and awesome. And boy, let me tell you, the cleanup process was extensive. Yep. Kind of surprised it didn't hit the headboard because it was heading that way. Oh dear, yes. I've probably offended someone. Hey, what is my favorite alcoholic drink? I do not drink. Do you think WJSN is ever going to come back? I don't know what that means. Why don't you drink? I stopped drinking a little over 7 years ago. Faustine, I'm so casual about it. If everyone yanks it, I don't know why people are embarrassed. If you don't have something to yank, you have something to flick. So you're either flicking a bean or you're yanking it. Sorry. Sheep, bro, who yanks it? I don't. You're lying. I'm not wrong. If someone says they don't, they are lying. 100%. I want to see so bad a day in my life by No, you don't. You really don't. Why did your employer tell you to delete your TikToks? That's a long thing, and I don't necessarily want to get into it. The short story is, some of the content that I generate could be offensive to some people who potentially could come to work for the hotel or stay at the hotel or invest in the hotel. And you may think that's offensive. That's work. This is my private life. The two should not mix. Well, that is a feeling that is shared among a generation that is not mine or my bosses. They feel very different, and I have to be respectful for that. I will not tell you what friend, YOG. Sorry. What do I think Mariah Carey's best album is? The Christmas one. Mayonnaise, I'll see you under the desk. Which is better, Munster or Celsius? I've never had Celsius bricked up, so I can't answer that, truthfully. And the fan art I made of you when I'm finished. Sure, Benz. Benz, if you, I'm going to ask, since you said you're in Asheville, what part of Asheville, if you don't mind? You can be general, like you don't have to say I'm in this side of Asheville, but if you say I'm like near the Grove Park Inn, or I'm down near the old drive-in theater, or I'm near Biltmore Village, that'll help me. I know, Multi, I'm not supposed to have Monster anymore. I've cut it down to like I have one every other day because I don't want to get dehydrated again. That was bad. That yank talk was fun, but I gotta go. See you later, Shelly. Check you later. Thank you, Fran, for the hat and mustache. Haj, who was my first love? Her name was Sarah. Or is Sarah. She hasn't passed on. Her name is Sarah. She has like 4 children. All of them they're grown, and I believe all 4 of them are out of college at this point. She's quite lovely. Why am I so old? Because I was born in 1970. Therefore, I am 55. It's called life. Do I listen to Beyonce? Yes, I listen to Beyonce. I have met Beyonce. I rode up an elevator with Beyonce, Jay-Z, and their daughter. Sheep, no, I am not in Asheville. I grew up there. I am not in Asheville. I live in New England now. Your friend Ava is stalking my page. Well, good for her. I hope she enjoys it. Do I listen to Mitski? No, I do not. Theodore, whoa! What did I do, Theodore? I'm sorry. Annie, you want to see the feet. That's... Oh, meet Beyonce, yes. It was pretty cool. She's beautiful. You live in Maine. I do not live in Maine. Who is your last love? I'm not going to say that because I'm still trying to process that. Thank you, though. What books do I read? I read mostly fiction. Grove Park is pretty this time of year. It's currently, at a relative's house. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Grove Park is gorgeous. Jack, I am having a good day. Annie, you love the foot emoji, so you don't want to see my feet. Well, too bad. You're probably going to see them anyway. Michaela, Dr. Quinn, you've asked about my hair routine multiple times. My favorite book is called Little John by a guy named Howard Owen. Sheep, New England is formed by, there's 6 states, actually. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for jumping in. No, not for free. Yeah, I absolutely will show it to you for free. Sorry if you've forgotten. I just wash it. That's all I do. Sheep, come back to Asheville. I'm here. I do come back. I have a grandmother that is still in Hendersonville. She's 100. She'll be 104 next month. Sunny Sindel, what do you... My feet is what I show. It looks styled. It's not. Sheep, happy birthday. Yeah, I'm telling you. What genre of music do you listen to? I listen to all genres of music, all of them. I love music. My favorite is 80s alternative. Frank Sinatra, yes. I actually was listening to Frank Sinatra this morning when I was running, believe it or not. Burb, I do like Bjork. You're near Hall Creek. Oh, awesome. What's my favorite song? Beautiful Day. Do I like Rammstein? I've heard Rammstein. It would be hard for me to say I'm a huge fan. Jorge, love. Nice. Sheep, you want to give my granny a gift. That's nice. Kathy, are you back? Eternal, you're borking it. Do what you must. We was just talking about yanking a few minutes ago. No, Michaela, I do not. Purple Rain, how are you? Thank you for the handsome hair comment. I'm watching while you're pushing a cart. Y'all, let's see. There we go. Whew. Y'all, I was freaking out. All the comments got super big and I couldn't see things. And I was pressing and doing and nothing was happening. You are Jeff Goldblum handsome. Do you know, in my opinion, Jeff Goldblum has gotten more handsome with age. Like, Jeff Goldblum in The Big Chill, which came out in the early 80s, not so handsome. Not so much. Very much on that nerd line of, Today, different story altogether. Hot. And much older than me. Much older than me. You think it's because of his baby face? Could be. His style has become impeccable. Enric, totally. Enric, hi. Oh my God. I am so happy to see you. How are you doing? How's the running going? Michaela, baby-faced people age very well. I don't have a baby face, but I actually do. Ponyboy, hey, I absolutely do feel like I look 55. A patient asked who the loud voice is. Kathy, it's Andy. Tell that patient that I'm busy talking about yanking off. Something they probably want to do in their hospital bed. Heaven sent, welcome. I am glad you are here. I love your username. Charlie, I'm being silly. It's one of the things I do. Kathy, you've seen too much. I bet you have. I bet you have. Fran, oh my God, Kathy, do tell. Eternal apathy, thanks for sharing. I hope everything's coming out all right. Yep, Abby, you missed out. Not really. Abby, to bring you up to speed, someone asked me when the last time I yanked off was, and I shared it. Freaked some people out, but that's what I do. Hello, Indy. Hello. Indy, I had to look up to give a tray. Abby, you heard the story. Oh, good. Glad. Okay, when was it? 3 days ago. Theodore, I've already recognized your username. I've already called you out a couple of times. I'll do it one more time. Unless you say something funny, then I'll do it again. When was the last time, Jorge? 3 days ago. 3 days. 3 days. Vincent, bet he was a heartbreaker when he was... No, I was not. Absolutely was not. Believe it or not, I did not have sex until I was in my 20s. I'm just awkward. I'm just an awkward guy. Andy, hi. Andy with an I. Oh, I like female Andys. You're not on my FYP as much anymore. Enric, TikTok is being cruel and depriving me of your king energy. Well, Enric, go to my page, go to my profile, and just post a bunch of comments. Like, put smiley faces and hearts and shit like that on it. I'll start showing up again. LM999, hi, how are you? Olive, spelt fun, with a period in the middle of it. Yes. What was my first time like? Awkward. She was much, much older than me, like 5-6 years older than me. And she was so kind, so kind. I did not know what I was doing. I was scared out of my mind because I built it up to be something huge. And it was basically an emotionless thing that was being done just to get it over with than anything else. So, how boring is that? Enric, thank you for the... I'm glad. Have you... I hope that you're keeping it up. Pony, you felt that was yours too? I don't think what mine was that unique. I think a lot of people just do it to do it, which I think is sad. That's a whole topic that I don't want to get into. Morals, ethics, religion, control, bunch of stuff I don't want to talk about. Victoria. Happy Pride Month. See ya. Faustina could be. Yes, I am bisexual. I'm sorry. I must have missed the question. I'm bisexual. I lean very heavily toward men, but it's not exclusive. The patient yelled. Kathy, you're killing me. Andy, what is your favorite fruit? Bananas. Benz. Yes, bonjour. I do remember when my neighbor saw me yanking it, and there's a air conditioning in now, so they can't watch. And incidentally, there's now a shade in their window. It went up when the air conditioning went in. Mind you, it went in when I put the air conditioning unit in, not before. And I promise you, when I take that thing out, I bet that shade is getting pulled out as well. Heaven sent, they watched me jerk off one night. Oh, I probably can't say that. They watched me yank off one night. I was having private time. I have a mirror that I use when I'm doing content that's at the foot of my bed. It's not there because I like to watch myself yank off. It's there for content. And I was here, and I forgot that the window was right there. And when I was done, I looked over, and there's my neighbor staring. Krause, we were talking about my neighbor catching me doing the deed. Heaven sent. See, Heaven sent, called you out. So real for the mirror thing. The mirror works. It's the best way. I can use the back camera. I can talk like I'm talking to the camera. It's a good thing. Jorge, can you be my neighbor? If they ever sell their house, you can move in. Sammy, what's my type? Confident. Benji would have died. I was a little embarrassed. Not going to lie. I mean, I am not like an OF creator, and I am not on X. So that was a lot. I'm back. You had dinner. Beatable, what'd you have for dinner? Let's hear. Am I an actor from Interview with a Vampire? No. Do I find Marlon Brando hot? Young Marlon Brando, yes. Old Marlon Brando, no. Like Streetcar Named Desire, Marlon Brando, absolutely. Godfather Marlon Brando, no. Heaven sent, you got an upstairs apartment because you are unfortunately the naked neighbor. What's wrong with that? Comfortable is comfortable. Bonjour. I have restrictions on my account for you have to be over 18. Would I date someone who is over 18? Absolutely, over 18. I would have a hard time dating anyone who was younger than, I would say, 24. And that's hard because, you know, there are some 20, 21, or some 21, 22-year-olds who are extraordinarily mature for their age. And I'm going to be honest with you, physical attraction for me begins in the mind. And there is some experience that comes with age immediately after college that is almost necessary. There's a little bit of a in college mentality that I respect highly and I am interested in. I'm always interested in finding out what people are learning because that's how I can continue to learn. So I'm just being honest. I mean, I've met, 26-year-olds who have heads like 40-year-olds. Would I ever get on X? MJ, would I ever get on X? Potentially, yes, but I don't think I would with the content you're requesting. The Star Wars question, I'm sorry, I'm not avoiding it. I just don't know enough to answer it. So feel free to share what you're thinking. I just am not going to weigh in on it. Beatable, you had a brisket sandwich. Oh my God, that sounds awesome. Kathy, I got you beat. You got up at 4 a.m. Well, actually, no, because of where. Well, I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. and I never went back to sleep. I bet it was good, Beatable. I bet it was. Angel, thank you. Ani, you have a great night yourself. Sleep well. Victoria, do you have any other crazy stories? I got lots of crazy stories. It just depends on what you want to talk about. Take a nap. Jean-Marie, take a nap. If I took a nap, I would not get up. It would be tomorrow. I'm not doing that. And then I almost went to cosmetology school. Okay. Fran, I'm not sure what that is. Old. What's the weirdest or what's the wisest thing you've ever heard? I'm not going to tell you the wisest, Jorge. The wisest thing I've ever heard would be hard to identify. But the most profound thing that I have experienced in my life is this. One day you will wake up and you will be 55 years old. And you will close your eyes and you will realize that you see 26 like it was yesterday. And all you want to do is go back to that 26-year-old and say, chill the fuck out. Like, stop. Stop. At some point, 26-year-old you are going to start making decisions that are less about passion and more about future. And when you do, be very careful. Be very careful that you never lose sight of passion, because you all of a sudden will be 55 years old and realize everything you wanted to be, you turned your back on. And you did it because you were supposed to buy a house and you were supposed to get married and you were supposed to have a car and you're supposed to have a yard and you're supposed to have neighbors and you're supposed to go to parties and you're supposed to do this. Bullshit. A trope is usually a romance plot. Oh, okay. Oh, got it. Sorry. That I know exactly. I was thinking it was some sort of TikTok thing that I was supposed to know that I didn't. I'm an incurable romantic, so again, that's a very hard question for me to ask or answer. I will tell you this, again, I'm going to speak personally. I talk to the sun. The reason I talk to the sun is because in my mind, there is the sun that is lighting my world right now. And that same sun is getting ready to rise on the other side of the world. So if I want to send a message of love around the world, I can talk to the sun and it's going to go. And there have been a couple of days, a couple of times that this has happened, especially with me doing these lives, where I've said something in the morning at sunrise to the sun and sent it out to the world. And then that night on a live, someone from Thailand or someone from Australia or someone who's on a different time schedule than me, will pop in and say that their day was full of joy and love. And it just makes me almost want to explode. I know it was not my words that went out there, but in my head, my romantic head, that's exactly what happened. Victoria, I agree. Marlon Brando, hot in that shirt in Streetcar. 100%. I'm a Pisces. Pony, thank you. Enric, I am so pleased. I am so happy. I am so happy that it's done that for you. That's great. Fran, thanks. I thought Icarus when you said sun. Well, Theodore, I'm glad. I'm glad it made you happy. Beatable. I don't have much luck there. I really don't. Y'all, I'm very, very awkward. Very awkward. And I'm not positive all the time. Corey, you shouldn't be allowed to comment. Have I ever watched Buffy? Tori, I am a huge Buffy fan. And I'm assuming you're talking about the Vampire Slayer. Because, yes. I even bought the post-series comics. That's how much of a Buffy fan I am. Or at least 3 of them. Victoria, what's your type for men or women? Confident. Fran, you got tattooed in the sun and Icarus. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a tattoo. It's not that deep, though. Yeah, you got what? You got the looks, so you can... Y'all, I don't have the looks. I don't... People don't look at me. They don't. They do not. Is that deep? It's Mickey. It ain't deep at all. It's Mickey. Oh, Multi, thank you. But I don't. I'm awkward. Will ruin you emotionally. Tom, do you mind if I take things down a little bit? I want to show you. I will share with you. You know, Multi, are you still there? Yes. I wrote the beginnings of a poem yesterday. I was in a state of depression that has not fully left. It hasn't. And it has everything in the world to do with what we're talking about. And confidence and my awkwardness and how I perceive myself. And I'm going to share this with you. And I probably will start crying. I'm just going to tell you. I probably will start crying because it's raw. So, here we go. can't look up on this gorgeous day, walking down a sidewalk, head lowered, cracks. Please, no one look at me. You'll see the tears. Desperately clinging once again to a love that I refuse to accept isn't real. When will I learn? Unconditional love doesn't happen. When will my mind finally accept that doing unto others is never what's going to happen to you? Refusing to treat anyone with anything less than dignity, trust, care, and in return, you're forgotten, alone. Oh, he'll be fine. He's so strong. He's always smiling. No, he's not. Will the prayers ever be answered? Have they ever been heard? How many tears possibly could be left inside? When will I stop putting on the face? When will someone finally listen? When do I get my chance to not forgive and finally be loved? Tom, you didn't trigger. What I'm hoping that people see is that even the happiest people in the world go dark. And just don't take it for granted. When you've got that person in your life who is always the life of the party, always the one that seems to be confident, take a look. They're probably really, really fucking lonely. Yep. Sorry. You know, I just honestly believe, and I say it in there, at the core of who I am, and I don't mean to get religious on everybody, but doing unto others as you would have done unto you. It is something that I have lived my entire life by. My parents proved that not to be true. There have been many people along the way that I've done nothing but give, and they walked away. And I'm constantly battling with, when am I going to learn to stop? When am I just going to jump off this fantasy island? Or am I going to spend the rest of my life on that island? And ultimately, what I tell myself is that I think I would rather live my life on that fantasy island than I had be cruel to anybody. Thank you, everyone. Tom, I think you're right. I think everyone is insecure, and for some reason, talking about it is perceived as being weak. I think it's pretty strong. All this love that you're sending me, I'm sending right back to you. Everything you're saying to me, I will. Just so you know, I will say it right back to that son, because that's what has to happen. If I'm ever going to make my island bigger, I have to just keep doing things the way I do it. I have to. Sorry. Get some water. I'm really okay. Yesterday I was not so much. And oh, by the way, a lot of all this started reading Charlotte's Web. I have to tell you, if there's ever something that's going to make you realize the beauty of true love and friendship, what that spider did for that pig, and how that pig came to realize it and honor it, let me tell you, we all heard that story when we were kids. We all saw the freaking TV show. We all cried. When did we stop being those kids? Jorge, you haven't? Neither have I. Congratulations. Hey, Miguel. Kathy, you're free. Yay! You made it. Hey, Mayonnaise. Kraus, let's dance. I wish we could. I will be coming back on live doing another story tonight. I'm not going to record it. I will be live. And I'll do it again later on. So I'll be shutting this one down pretty soon, regaining my composure and strength. And I'll let everyone know when we're going back live. Yeah, you're off for the evening run. Excellent, Enric. Excellent. How many miles did I run today? 9. I did 9 miles today and legs. Thank you, Beatable. Jorge, you are welcome back any time. I do tend to do them later in the evening, which isn't convenient for everyone, and I promise that I'm going to try to start doing some earlier for other people. Sophia, thank you, Beatable. Yeah, Danielle, I'm early, and I'm getting ready to end. Fran, great. Now, Fran, you're going to cook some chicken and rice. Fran, do be careful with the swimming. And I'm serious. The suggestion about the kickboards so you can practice with your legs, super great. There is no kickboard. Literally lean on the side of the pool on your hands so that you can get your feet going and gain some confidence. And you can actually, what I would suggest is stop kicking them every now and then so that they sink and you get used to that feeling. I think a lot of people struggle with swimming because that feeling of sinking in the water scares them, and it makes you go from smooth and fluid to panic. So just get used to that feeling and realize how easy it is to gain the control back. Kathy, am I going to post this live to YouTube? Perhaps. I will. I probably will. Yeah, I probably will. Because, yeah, it's gone on for a while. So, yeah, I'll do that. And I took my shirt off, Kathy. So, I'm not going to leave it on here. I just changed my shirt. It wasn't offensive. You can't do legs and run. That's the reason I only did 9 miles, and they were not hard miles. It was pretty much flat the whole time. Theodore, I'm going to try. Theodore, where are you? Do you mind me asking? Are you in the United States or are you elsewhere? Beatable, thank you. What is my YouTube called? My YouTube channel is the same. It's Andrew Reads For You. I'm not suffering. Victoria, I promise you, I am not suffering. I am not suffering. I do hurt. But I promise you I am not suffering. Not at all. And I hurt simply because I love so much. That's it. Sonic, I was up this morning at 3 o'clock and saw you in another live. It's the same one we connected in before. I had just got up, just logged in, saw your comment, and started to reach out to you. But then I thought, nah, but because I wasn't quite sure if I was even going to stay awake. But hi, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Jorge, bye. Fourth leg. You look tan. Yeah, I live at the beach. Miguel, thank you. You felt like you were intruding? No. Do I know, Kraus, do I know if Lori's going live every morning? She has been, no, I don't know specifically, but I know that she's been doing this thing where she goes live, but she just turns her phone on so you can see the sunrise. And I'm not even sure where she takes the phone to do that. But she did go live yesterday. She is sweet. She's super sweet. Super sweet. Super sweet. Theodore, you're from the UK. Okay. All right. Good. Sonic, no. No, it's not. And I get it. The A and the B, that's not it. I think that A is actually for his mother. This was given to me by someone that's not him. Beatable, she really is. She does, I will tell you this, she's not going to get mad. I'm not calling her out. She uses a filter. And she's just as pretty without the filter. Like I've told her, don't use it. You're stunning. There's no need for it. She puts it on anyway. I've never been to Portugal, no. Malti, thank you. That's great. Faustina, who are we talking about? Lori Ladley Robbins. She's another TikToker. Thank you, Julia Sese. Sonic, am I feeling okay? Yes, I'm fine. Wow, Kathy, that's amazing. That is amazing. I do need to try it. I still haven't tried it out. There's another person that I watch lives with who's a gamer who games on Twitch and broadcasts TikTok at the same time. And it's super interesting. Hey Priest, how are you? Priest, it's good to see you. I'm actually going to be closing things down, just so everyone knows. I'll probably shut this down at 5:30. I went on at 4. Wait. Okay. How big of a flex it is that you are looking good, both regular and inverted. So yeah, I'll probably shut this down in about 7 minutes, but then I'm going to go live again tonight, probably, 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. I'm just not quite sure when. It's totally going to depend on what I'm having for dinner. Or I know what I'm having, I just don't know when I'm going to cook it. I'm going to have a pizza. I brought it, and this one I don't mind eating the whole thing because it's a frozen pizza. It's little, and I'll eat the whole damn thing. Sonic, Sonic, the live today, what I did, I'm off this afternoon. I got off work early. Priest, I had chicken and rice for lunch. I got off work early. I ran all my errands. I realized I had time. So I thought, let's just see what happens if I go on live now. And I did. Doll the Rage. Hey, from East Haven, Connecticut. Speaking of pizza, you're in East Haven. Great. Doll, how are things in Connecticut? Faustina, can you do an early live tomorrow too? I can't make that promise. That's the hard thing. I can try. And that's the promise I'll make. I will try. I can't commit to it. They're all right. It's warming up. It is absolutely warming up. Oh, Sonic, I'm sorry. Ugh, yucks. Broken glow sticks. It's been, all of New England has been, really all of the Northeast has been gloomy. It's been like rainy. This is like the rainiest spring ever. George, how are you? Kathy, I'm glad you didn't either. After a double and 20 trays, I'm good grief. What happened to my hair care video? I had to take it down because of work. That poster reminds you. Which poster, Pony Boy? Hi, Zai. How are you? This one. Yep. All right. Y'all, I've never shown that one up close because it actually says where I live. But at this point, I think pretty much everyone knows. It's a stage coaching weekend. It was pretty cool. Kathy, you're getting ready for the premiere in 2 weeks? That's so awesome. That's so awesome. And if you see Jonathan Bailey, just this way, this direction. Hi. Yeah, Pony, please do. Please do. And I'm working on that P.O. box, by the way. I haven't forgotten about it. Yes, Beatable, I did. Thank you. This is Chloe. Are you building an ark? Perfect. Thank you, Pony. Oh, I did. Luann, good night. Sleep well. Hondu. Sonic, me too. Thank you. Multi, what are you doing tonight? I'm no good at the guessing game. Thank you for the fan club. Yay. Ruining your sleep for the live. Don't do that. Sleep is important. Sleep is super important. Thank you, Pony. Woohoo! I appreciate it. Kathy, your max sleep is 4 hours. That's about mine, too. Honestly. Good old Southern boy, you got that. Mackenzie, thank you. I look like Kyle McLaughlin. That's good. I'll take that. Would I hug a stranger? I hug strangers on a regular basis, believe it or not. I'm that weirdo. Hug. Percy. Priest, you wake up at 3 p.m.? That's funny. I get up at 3 a.m. I've been up for 12 hours by the time you get up. Hi, Poppy. Hi, smiley face. Nexus, thank you for the heart puff. Ashley, wow. I didn't know that there was anything of me that anybody needed. Yes, Theodore, it's now 5:30, so I am going to call it quits. Have a great afternoon, y'all. I will be going live again later tonight. I'm just not sure when. I will post something to let you know. Have a great afternoon.